Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. I'm David Crockett, Tony Schiavone. Tony, we've got an exciting program for you. Remember, the Superstation Championship Challenge Series pits. Superstar Billy Graham against Abdullah the Butcher. Plus, you have that arm wrestling against the Barbarian.
For $5,000,
that's right,
David, that arm wrestling contest today. And also, we will have an update on Starrcade 85, the gathering, an event everybody is talking about, coming up very, very soon.
That's right. Wait till you hear what's going to be on there. It's got to be it.
And also, here today, an update from Dusty Rhodes and his doctor, Dr. Joseph Estwanik, about the injury to Dusty Rhodes, and an interview we have with Nature Boy Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion. We haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. We want to have a few words from him.
That's right. Plus, Magnum TA is here, the Rock and Roll Express, the Russians, and it just goes on and on.
The U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll, the Perfect 10. The list goes on and on of the people here today. Also here today, Billy Jack Haynes will be here
right,
on World Championship Wrestling. But, David, you mentioned Magnum TA, and I mentioned Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll. The feud, the battle these two men have gone through, it has to end somewhere.
That's right. It has to, right there. This is the last match that they had. Now, this match has been going on for 40-some minutes, and they have been pounding and pounding away.
Well, it was Tully Blanchard who said, Magnum, you have one more chance, and that's it. I'm not going to wrestle you anymore. This was Magnum's last chance, so says Tully Blanchard. And, David, you talk about two warriors going down right there. Tommy Young counting. Magnum, as you know, David, requested from the NWA to have an I Quit match with Tully Blanchard.
That's correct.
And what an I Quit match means, very simply, is the man who wins the match is the man who does not say, I quit, I give up.
And you know what Bob Geigel said. He said you can't have it.
Well, looky here. The bell has sounded. Both men are down. Both men have been counted out. And like we said, it's a battle that has to end somewhere between these two men. Tully Blanchard, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, who will hold on to his belt in this match. And also Magnum TA. The bell is sounded. The match is over. And, David, look at them.
They're
men, both down.
They're still out. There you see Baby Doll. She's coming in trying to help her man, Tully Blanchard. But it's got to end. It's got to, because both men are big enough, great enough that they cannot let this stand by itself. It has to end somewhere.
Two of the top wrestlers in the world today going at it. Tully Blanchard against Magnum TA, and like we said, Magnum TA has requested that I Quit match. Let's go to the ring for our first event.
In the ring, the Raging Bull against Tommy Lane.
The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and that's a nickname.
Oh, look at the ball.
There's the reason why he has that nickname. Very proud of his Mexican-American heritage that he has. And a very fine wrestler, David.
That he is. But Lane, he's a good one, too. Look at the bull. Watch it, watch it. Quick. Cross now. Stops, drops down. Comes up. Leapfrog goes over. Good hip toss. Look at constant movement. Lane backs up. The bull goes back, ready to chop him.
David, wrestlers have known for years that one thing you don't want to do is try to match speed with the Raging Bull at quickness. Tommy Lane is trying that, and so far the bull has prevailed.
All right, headlock now. They go back into the ropes. Here they go. Across. Bull drops down. Comes in. Arm drag. Comes up.
This is the way the Raging Bull likes it. You've seen it so many times. He likes this type of pace. And he really knows what to do when you try to run around on him, because he has endurance, just like many of the top stars we see each and every week.
Watch him now. Look at him. Chop to the chest. Takes Lane down. Watch it. Here it goes. Into the rope. Chops him. Switch now by Lane. The drop down. Oh! Caught him.
The flying burrito. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. As down goes Tommy Lane.
Watch that flying burrito. And the bull quickly comes up. Your winner, the Raging Bull.
Stay tuned. An interview with the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, with me is the World Heavyweight Champion, the man that we're supposed to respect, but not for what he did to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He has been out celebrating, thinking that he put Dusty out of wrestling, but Dusty is going to be back November 3rd, Mr. Flair.
David, contrary to what you might believe, I've been defending the most prestigious trophy in all of professional sports around the world, from Tokyo to Cleveland, Ohio, to Greensboro, North Carolina, to Chicago, Illinois. I've been defending what you people out there know to be the World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship, because I am the world champion, just one, and I'm the man. And David, if you're gonna jump on Dusty Rhodes' bandwagon, that's fine with me. It doesn't upset me at all. You see, you seem to forget. Now, you're interviewing me. You seem to forget that I'm a very intelligent man. College educated. My father, one of the greatest physicians in the whole state of Minnesota. So I know that Dusty Rhodes, regardless of the rumor, and the rumor right now is that he's going to wrestle November 3rd in Atlanta, I know it's medically impossible for him to compete in the toughest sport in the world, professional wrestling, with a broken foot. There's no way it's mended. Look at Keith Myers, the great All-American tailback of the Ohio State Buckeyes. He came back, and they carried him off the field yesterday versus the Minnesota Gophers. So Dusty Rhodes and David Crockett and anybody else out there that doesn't think Ric Flair got the job done, think about Keith Myers, because he was going to be the Heisman Trophy winner. And now he's just another guy looking, hoping to come back in the future. Dusty Rhodes, if you make the mistake, let's be real honest with each other. If you make the mistake of thinking that you're Ric Flair, or the man that Ric Flair is, November 3rd in Atlanta, Georgia, or any place you decide to try and get in that ring, I'm going to be right there personally. And I'm going to be laughing, I'm going to be gloating, and you're right, I'm going to be partying and driving the women wild. Because when I set my mind to do something, it gets done. And only Gene Anderson and Ric Flair, woo, we know what it takes to be a man in a man's sport. So Dusty Rhodes and David Crockett, and you tell your brother and every other promoter around the world today that if they want, woo, the custom-made, kiss-stealing, wheeling-dealing, limousine-riding, jet-flying son of a gun, known to the wrestling world as the greatest wrestler alive with 2 good legs. If you got the money, honey, baby, woo, I got the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Tony Schiavone.
All right, David, we're back here at ringside. That was the interview recorded with the World Heavyweight Champion last week, and his cousins are here with us. Ole and Arn Anderson, the National Tag Team Champions.
Well, Tony Schiavone, that's a member of a family that anybody would be proud of, number one. And number two, just don't everybody get distressed because I wasn't mentioned in that little paraphrase. This kind of does my talking for itself, you know what I'm saying? Secondly, it's been brought to our attention that Dusty Rhodes has got his cast off. Well, Dusty, you may be long on guts, but you're short on brains. It's a medical and physical impossibility for anybody to heal that quickly. Now then, Dusty Rhodes, if November the 3rd is actually the date that you're going to try to come back into action, you're goofier than I thought. Because it's physically and medically impossible, and if you roll in an arena where the Andersons are, or Ric Flair, we'll just re-break that leg for you, Dusty Rhodes. This is mine, and recognize me as the World Television Champion.
Ole?
I'd have to agree with everything's been said so far. I think that Dusty Rhodes is a guy that I've always looked at and said, you're a good wrestler, no question about it. You got a lot of guts. You got everything it takes. Only one thing short. You don't have this belt. You don't have these belts. And now it comes to everybody's attention that maybe you don't have too many brains either. I'll tell you this, Rhodes, and you can take it for gospel, you can write it down, you can bank on it, you can make book on it. It's too soon. It's too soon for anybody, even you, to come back in the ring. When you're hurt, you ought to take plenty of time, but it's just something that we're going to love to see you come back a little bit too early, because when you do, we're going to make sure we do the job right.
They all say it's too soon, but we're going to hear from Dusty Rhodes' doctor a little bit later on. Let's go to the ring.
All right, Nature Boy Buddy Landell against Tony Zane. Tony, what about it? Is it too soon? What do you think?
David, you know, there's a lot more to Dusty Rhodes and to this great athlete we've all admired for years and years and years than we all come to realize. As you know, wrestlers, it's a grueling sport and they go through injuries all the time. But wrestlers, I found out, have always been able to bounce back quicker than most athletes because, you know, their body's conditioned. They're really tough. They're really physical. And can Dusty come back from that injury? I don't know if he can come back to where he was, but I know Dusty Rhodes, and I know he's going to give it a shot.
You know, and the thing is, Tony, that injury to Dusty was the first time Dusty's ever been put out of wrestling. Has not been able to come back. And this is something that, you know, we can talk about, but it's I know it's in Dusty's mind and everybody else's mind. Can he do it?
As we're talking about that, there's a young man who certainly would like to have a title around his waist with that figure four leg lock. Nature Boy Buddy Landell, David. And a win over Tony Zane.
The diamond in the rough, Nature Boy Buddy Landell. Look at J.J. Dillon. He's with him all the time, slams him. Buddy Landell backs into the ropes. Now watch how well he does this. He comes off, goes up in the air, spins around, drops it hard down on the chest. Your winner, Nature Boy Buddy Landell with J.J. Dillon.
There's no doubt each and every week we're more impressed with this man, Nature Boy Buddy Landell, and I'm sure a top contender for all the major titles in the NWA.
Well, you have to set goals, you have to achieve the goals and move on to bigger and better things. Maybe I made a mistake at some point along the way with preoccupying myself with Nature Boy Ric Flair in the World's Heavyweight Championship, and in order to show that we are valid contenders, apparently we have to take another short step in between. Obviously, the national title held by Terry Taylor would be the obvious move to make, and that's where I've got my sights set. We're talking about a big event. We're talking about a gathering that's the talk of the entire wrestling world. And I'm issuing a challenge right here and now that an integral part of that thing certainly would be a national heavyweight title match. And if Terry Taylor will put his name on the contract, it's a foregone conclusion that I will sign on behalf of Nature Boy Buddy Landell, because frankly, up to now, if I've been guilty of anything, I've been guilty of being too nice. And I told Landell today, let's not go out there and prance anymore. Let's not go out there and press the women. Let's beat some people up till we get the contracts we want. And today's the first example of what we're going to do. We're going to go out, hurt people, and we're going to hurt them in quick fashion. You know, Tony Schiavone, JJ told me, no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm sick and tired of coming out on nationwide TV and beating these guys that can't even lace my boots. But if that's the way the promotion wants to have it, if they want to have these guys beat up, then that's good. That's the way it's going to be. Terry Taylor, I'm looking for you. Starcade, The Gathering, any place else, it don't make any difference. I'm the Nature Boy, and I'm going to be the new national heavyweight champion.
Nature Boy Buddy Landell, James J. Dillon. When we return, the Rock and Roll Express will join us. Don't go away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Rock and Roll Express is here to stay. There against Mike Davis and George South. George South is in there against Robert Gibson. Good tackle by Gibson. Comes over, leaps over. All right, tripped his foot. Good move, good move. Quick, thank you. Drives that knee into the leg, twisting it. Makes the tag to Ricky Morton. Morton comes in, puts the knee right in it. Tony, talking about action, these guys are constant action.
David, you can tell the opening bell of this match, the way they're moving and the way they're tagging in and out. They certainly are a well-tuned machine, and they're primed for that World Tag Team title rematch against Ivan and Nikita Koloff and Starrcade.
That is right. And they want it, and they've got it. And Starrcade 85, the gathering. Now watch Ricky. It's up on that second rope. Drags him to the center. What's he gonna do? Oh! You know that hurt. The Rock and Roll Express against the Russians. Tony, the size and the might, the brute strength of the Russians, the quickness and the quick thinking of the Rock and Roll Express, the stamina. Can they do it?
Well, David, you got to realize both ways, both teams have been on top.
That's
both
right.
have held that title. So as they go into that match at Starrcade, you know, you'd have to rate it even.
That's right. But the Rock and Roll Express, they've had the taste of being the World Tag Team Champions. They want it back badly. Look at them. Here they go. Comes in. Good move by the Rock and Roll Express. Drop kick. Gibson now takes out. Puts him in. Double drop kick. So roll him over. Go down for the pin. Your winners, the Rock and Roll Express.
You talking about excitement? These two men, Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, with that double drop kick, win once again the Rock and Roll Express.
Here they go. The double drop kick. They go up in the air. They catch him. And the Rock and Roll Express go on to win.
And we'll have more excitement right here on World Championship Wrestling when we return right after this update from the world of college football. We said at the top of the program, when would it end between Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA? You says he has no more shots at this title.
I got news for you. Just hold the microphone. I'll do all the
Okay,
talking.
all right.
Shivani, okay?
Go ahead.
I told the people Magnum TA had one shot. One shot. You saw earlier in the program, you saw what happened. It ended up both men knocked out some 52 minutes into the match. It was an awesome, awesome battle. It was brutal. It took 3 days of getting back my back rubbed, my body massaged by Baby Doll to get me back. But you see, this is still around my waist, the United States Heavyweight Championship. You know, Magnum went right to Bob Geigel. Please give me an I Quit match. Well, I tell you what, I've got an interview that Bob Geigel sent to me as a reply to what Magnum TA's petition, and I want everybody across the nation to hear what Bob Geigel's got to say.
Let's take a look at this from NWA President Bob Geigel.
Here's the president of the NWA, Mr. Bob Geigel.
I have here in my hand a challenge from Magnum TA for a U.S. heavyweight title match with special I Quit rules. Now, the challenge is aimed at Tully Blanchard, the current champion. You know, Magnum TA held the title. The special I Quit rules, it's so rugged and they're so liberal, it's probably one of the most dangerous matches in professional wrestling today. I cannot allow this match to take place. The feeling is so bad between these two athletes. There is so much hatred that I am not going to sanction a match of this nature with two people with a feeling as strong as it is running as high as it is, no, Magnum TA, I will not grant you permission for this match.
There you have the words of the president of the National Wrestling Alliance, Bob Geigel. No sanction for the I Quit match. I guess it's just gone beyond the realm of sportsmanship when you get to this kind of rule, Bob.
That's right. The match would be too dangerous, and I cannot allow it.
He's the president of the National Wrestling Alliance. His ruling is final. From the headquarters of the National Wrestling Alliance, this is Rick Stewart and President Bob Geigel.
Okay, Rick, thank you very much. There you hear it.
Bob Geigel, the man of the hour, my man of the hour, the man with the power. Magnum TA, go back to the farm. You thought you had some clout in professional wrestling. Well, buddy, you saw where the clout is and who's got the pull. And I tell you what, you know, Starrcade, the biggest thing since sliced bread's coming up. And I will be there against a suitable opponent, big boy.
Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll, the perfect 10, the U.S. heavyweight champion. Let's go to the ring.
In the ring, Billy Jack Haynes against the Black Cat. Tony, I don't like it. I know the fans don't like it. But Bob Geigel, his ruling, it's because of the situation between Tully Blanchard and Magnum that match should take place.
David, the fact is, in an I Quit match, the two men could actually go all night.
That's right.
If
it's got to be finished.
If no one says I quit, that match can go forever. So that's why Bob Geigel said what he said.
But it has to be finished. These men can't continue this way. They've got to get it over with. There's got to be a winner.
David, you're talking about that didn't faze Billy Jack Haynes.
Look at him. Look at this man.
David, when he took the coat off, you're talking about the oohs and ahs you heard from the fans here. I mean, the build, the structure of this big man, Billy Jack Haynes, from the Pacific Northwest. Look at his build.
Oh, Billy Jack is some man.
We made the announcement last week that he and Wahoo McDaniel, the U.S. Tag Team Champion, would go after the National Tag Team Championship held by Ole and Arn Anderson.
In Starrcade, 85 The Gathering. Watch Billy Jack. And one of the main reasons Billy Jack is here because of what happened to a friend of his, Dusty Rhodes, and also Wahoo McDaniels. That's, you know, there's an extra incentive for Wahoo and Billy Jack to go into that match for the National Tag Team title against Ole and Arn Anderson. All right, Billy Jack. Reverse chin lock.
The man with the unbreakable full Nelson. Got some big blows on the back of the head of Black Cat. Good snapmare. That'll wake you up real fast.
Good slap.
Billy Jack Haynes, you know, David, not only one of the top contenders for all the major titles in the NWA, but came here to World Championship Wrestling. Just one of the many superstars that have come here because it's a gathering of all the friends of Dusty Rhodes to come here and be at Dusty's side.
That is correct. Billy Jack now takes him, whips him across in the rope. Good hip toss. Boy, this man's strong. Look at those arms. The build on this man, Billy Jack Haynes. He has it. There you see the Black Cat in that vice grip of Billy Jack. Elbow to the back of the neck. Picks the cat up, has him in a suplex. Rocking hard on that mat. Elbow in the chest, goes for the pin.
Oh, he kicked down that time. I thought really that Billy Jack Haynes had him. Thought he had him down that time, but Black Cat kicked right out of it. I don't know if that was a wise move or not, because Billy Jack Haynes is really taking the measure of the Black Cat with some very hard blows.
That's like running into a mountain. Good chop by Billy Jack. Full Nelson.
There's that full Nelson that we've heard so much about.
No one has ever been able to break that full Nelson. Look at him.
Billy Jack Haynes for the big win.
Watch this. Look at Billy Jack eyeing the Black Cat. He goes around, swoops in behind, locks that full Nelson in. Your winner, Billy Jack Haynes.
Can Dusty Rhodes come back? Come back with us. We'll find out more about his injury with his doctor, Joseph Iswan.
Can Dusty Rhodes withstand the punishment it will take on November 3rd? Let's go to Tony Schiavone and Dr. Iswanik to find out exactly why.
The question on the mind of all sports fans today is, can Dusty Rhodes come back? As you heard us talk last time, Dusty Rhodes talked with his doctor, Dr. Joseph Iswanik, Metropolitan Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic. He said that he would come back on November 3rd to wrestle once again. And Dr. Iswanik, the question is, can Dusty come back on November 3rd?
He's been making satisfactory progress in his rehabilitation and been working hard at that. And it's his desire that he go and give it a try. So that because he is making good progress, I think it's very reasonable that he finally go ahead and try.
Well, that date is certainly approaching us, and as you know, his progress is coming along quite well. We understand from talking to Dr. Iswanik before we were on the air here today. We understand, Dr. Iswanik, the cast that was initially put on is now off.
That's right.
And he has a different type cast on. Why don't you tell us about that cast?
What we've switched him to is a fairly new invention over the last several years called an air cast. And it's a reinforced fiberglass cast that prevents his ankle from turning in like it did initially, and has a inflatable bag on either side that allows the swelling to be controlled, so that our goal is to allow him to participate in this much like a professional basketball player or football player, to allow function and yet still provide protection.
Okay, now in front of us here are, if you take a look at this, the boot on the right of your screen is Dusty Rhodes' wrestling boot. He has these boots custom made at the Austin Hall Boot Company out of El Paso, Texas. And the boot on the right of your screen is the regular wrestling boot that Dusty wears during his matches. The boot I have right here is a custom-made boot from the Austin Hall Boot Company that was sent to Dusty Rhodes. And from talking with these people in El Paso, Texas, and you can, if you feel it, you notice that it is reinforced, steel-reinforced boots up through here and down through here, much like construction workers' boots, steel-toe boots that you construction workers out there use. And this will also help protect Dusty. This is a specially made boot, and Doctor, I was wondering, is this boot going to hamper at all this cast that he has on his left ankle?
My thoughts were we need something that allows him to wear this protective device. And as long as the boot allows him some room to do that in, then he's really accomplishing two goals at once.
Well, the date, November 3rd, approaches us all, that Dusty Rhodes scheduled to come back to wrestle professionally again, and you're going to be on hand for that match, and after the match is over, you'll inspect the ankle to see if it's okay. And after it's over, you'll make a judgment to see if he can wrestle once again, and I guess we're all waiting to find out if he'll come back 100%.
Well, I'll certainly be interested in reevaluating his ankle and seeing if it's holding up for him.
The date approaches, November 3rd, for Dusty Rhodes.
All right, in the ring, the American heartthrob, Magnum TA. Watch this man. Into the rope. Switch now. Duck under. Leap over. Belly to belly. Down for the pin. Hooks the leg. He got him. Oh, the one and only Magnum TA, Let's watch it. Look at Magnum. He ducks under. He gets that momentum. Here he comes. He leaps over. Turns around. And watch this. Belly to belly. Hooks the arms. Around. Hard down on the mat. Your winner. The American Heartthrob, Magnum TA.
Stay tuned for our Superstation Championship Challenge Series. Arcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. A gathering of the greatest wrestling fans in the country to witness a gathering of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Already signed for Starrcade 85, The Gathering, the Battle of the Bull Rope, as Cowboy Ron Bass takes on Black Bart. If Cowboy Ron Bass wins the bull rope, he has another bull rope match for 5 minutes with James J. Dillon. For the National Tag Team title, the champions Ole and Arn Anderson will defend against U.S. Tag Team champions Wahoo McDaniel and Billy Jack Haynes. For the NWA World Tag Team title in a cage, no time limit, no disqualification. It's the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff against the Rock and Roll Express. And the NWA World Heavyweight Champion will defend his title that night. Tickets on sale nationwide at all Ticketron outlets and all Seats locations. It's Starrcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. If you miss The Gathering, then you miss wrestling history. Starrcade 85. We know and you know the Pythons are ready for a $5,000 arm wrestling contest against the Barbarian. And then it's superstar Billy Graham against Abdullah the Butcher on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series.
That's it. I got to hand it to the Barbarian to have enough guts to get in with Superstar.
I'm sorry, Superstar.
Let me tell you something.
Here's Paul Jones.
You look like a fortune teller, and I'm fixing to tell your fortune. Before you start talking about the arm wrestling, you got to remember that Paul Jones, #1, is calling the shots. It's my additional $5,000 that we're talking about. And if you remember, you see Abdullah the Butcher standing in a ring right now? Well, there's the man that you're going to have to wrestle in this challenge match before you even think. No. Before I wrestle that. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. Let me tell you something right now. Shut up. Don't interrupt me. I got the microphone. One thing you're going to do, if you don't have the guts to get in that ring and wrestle him right now before the arm wrestling, then here's the microphone and you tell the people. Jones, let me tell you something. Let me tell that dude the Butcher something. Where is the Barbarian? I'm here to arm wrestle for $5,000 first. On the contract, David Crockett knows it, you know it. Then I'll get in the ring and wrestle that fat slob from the Sudan. I want the Barbarian to arm wrestle first. Where's he at?
Where is he? I don't know.
Forget him. Let me take care of this.
All right, there he goes.
All right, Tony, the Superstation Championship Challenge Series. Paul Jones. He's trying to work his little scheme of getting. Well, there you go. Now you see why he wanted the superstar to wrestle Abdullah first.
Well, David, it was for $5,000. Paul Jones wanted to protect that $5,000, obviously, and try to have the Butcher hurt this man, superstar Billy Graham.
He's going after that arm already. Look at him. He kicked it. Headbutt him again and again. He hadn't gone for any other part of the body. Just headbutt into that arm. Trying to weaken it up.
Here's Paul Jones.
Look at that, David. Big arms hurt, too.
Graham chopping away. Abdullah goes out of the ring.
Both men are now out. And right at that ring post.
Rams him into the post. No.
He's taking a cord from one of the cameras here and trying to choke the Butcher.
Now he gets back in. Pounding away on. Stretches him back. Hard fist across the chest. Again to the head. Abdullah gets back in the ring. Superstar still. A quick chop into the throat. Now Abdullah starts choking him using the ropes. Jones is right there. Cutting that one. Air supply off. He's got him. Remember now, he still has to. There's Jones.
A cane right to the throat by Paul Jones. The steel into that cane. Hit him right in the throat.
They're doing anything and everything to keep him from arm wrestling. There you see the Butcher. Choking him. Cuts that air supply off and weakens Superstar Billy Graham. But Graham fighting back. Now he goes for the choke. Superstar reaches around.
That's
Abdullah the Butcher.
That's a big bear to hug. I can tell you that right now.
The Butcher goes right for the eyes.
Once again to that throat.
Here it comes, here it comes. Look out. Graham moves out of the way. He's up. Drops the elbow across the chest. Now he's getting the choke. Watch out, the Barbarian.
There's the Barbarian. That's it, the bell sounds. The bell is sounded, they've been disqualified.
Do you see the Butcher? He dropped that elbow across Graham. Now look, the Barbarian, he's up, diving, right into the ribs. He goes up again.
That's that flying headbutt that first time.
Here he goes. Headbutt again into the ribs. Now Jones using that cane on him. All three men.
And now here comes some help for Superstar Billy Graham, who is obviously in a lot of pain. Flat down on the ring. Well, Paul Jones's man, Abdullah
Butcher. That Superstar is in any shape to arm wrestle.
Tony Jones did it all on purpose.
There's a method to his madness, no doubt about it. He came over to me and said, I don't think Superstar's in any shape to arm wrestle. Obviously, he's not. He's being carried out right now, and we'll be right back right after this. Well, we're back on World Championship Wrestling, and David, like Paul Jones said, no arm wrestling contest, but
everyone can understand exactly what happened to Superstar Billy Graham at the hands of Paul Jones, Abdullah the Butcher, and the Barbarian.
Well, we did not have that, and of course our Superstation Championship Challenge Series was scheduled one full 20 minutes, and obviously with the Barbarian coming in and Paul Jones doing what he did, we did not go that time limit or even where near that, so today we have a standby match.
That's right. We always have a standby just in case something like this or anything happens. So we have the standby match in the ring. Let's go to the ring now.
Okay.
Pistol Pez Wiley against Benny Trailer. Pistol Pez. Watch this man. He has action.
Happy anniversary from all of us at World Championship Wrestling. Go out to Jimmy and Rhonda Wilson of Denver, Colorado. Married 52 years this past week. We'd like to hear from you if you have anniversaries of 50 years or more. Send us all your cards, letters, anniversary announcements to World Championship Wrestling, 1250 South Omni International, Atlanta, 30303. We'd love to hear from you. Write to us at that address. And also, speaking of anniversaries and weddings, and happy first wedding anniversary. I don't even know if it's not an anniversary.
No, it's congratulations.
Congratulations, all right.
They just got married.
Newlyweds, Joe and Julie Laurinaitis of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Newlyweds this past weekend. Congratulations from all of us here at World Championship Wrestling.
We have so many great fans for World Championship Wrestling. We'd like to hear from each and every one of you. So you saw the address earlier. Please write to us. And really, if you want to write to your favorite wrestler, please send it to that address too.
To that address, because he will get your letter if you send it to that address right there.
Pistol, Pez Watley. Take that arm, holds on. He's controlling this match. Paul Jones, you can see he just loves to hold on to that money. After what he did to superstar Billy Graham. With Abdul the Butcher and the Barbarian.
And I tell you what, it was not a pretty scene with superstar Billy Graham in the middle of that ring being stretched out. First the big elbow from Abdul the Butcher, then twice being stretched out with that flying headbutt, then the cane applied by Paul Jones to his chest. You know, I'm real concerned about his ribs.
That's right. We're going to have to see if we can get any word on that. Trailer now has that arm. Lopez twisting it. Has it. Leg sweep takes him down. Now, Pez has that arm bar. Cinches up tighter on it. Goes for that count. Has him back down. Pez now has him up. Side. Salto. That's exactly what he's going to try, and he does it. Beautiful. One count. Pez comes up. Look at him. Look at him get position. Snapmare. Takes him over. Reverse chin lock. Remember, coming up, Nikita Koloff, United States heavyweight champion Tully Blanchard. You're going to see Ivan Koloff, also Crusher Khrushchev, the Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Vant, and more. We're going to hear about Starrcade The Gathering.
The update is coming up, not too far away. Well, that time Trailer got to the ropes. The only thing he could do, those big arms were really around him by Watley. Look at Pistol. Talking about a ball of fire. Is he ready or not?
Yes, he is. Right back in the ropes. Here they go. Across. Oh, good. Backdrop. He is ready. Pez is ready. Here he comes. Backs him in. Takes him. Whips him across. Into that turnbuckle. Snapmare. Right across the face. Pez takes him down for that pin. Trailer kicks out. Pez has that arm. Takes him back down to the mat. Control will win the match. And Pistol Pez Watley.
Well, there's no doubt on that note. The man in control of this match is Watley. Trailer came out, though, ready to take Pistol down, but it's Watley's experience right here that's put him in the driver's seat.
Has it tight. Cinched up. My referee calls for the break.
Come on, back. Come on, Pez. Come on. Give him a break.
Pez has him into the ropes now. Good drop kick. Oh, Pez liked that one himself. He let go. Headlock takes him over. Hasn't cinched up. Tighter and tighter. Pulling again. Trailer pulling the hair. The Pez now. He's ready to fight. Trailer, I think, just realized he's got a problem. Pistol Pez Watley's that problem.
Buying some time there in the corner, too. Now he comes up with a side headlock.
Pez now steps through, comes out.
There's the strength we've talked about so much. It'll fool you. Pistol Pez. former weightlifting champion.
This is asking.
Well, right now, he's got to be in a lot of pain because, well, that's a good way to get out of it.
That's a good way to get yourself in trouble if you do that Pistol Pez Watley. All right, they're in the ropes now. Clean break. Pez scoops the legs out from under him. What's he gonna do? Tries to turn him.
Tries to turn him over.
He's just about got it. All right. You just sit down. Trailer's trying to make it to the ropes. He's got there.
The only defense he had for that Boston Crab was to get to the ropes.
Trailer's complaining to the referee. He wants Pez off of him a little bit quicker. Step over. Now Pez has him up. Headbutt. Trailer goes down. Cross into the ropes. Flying headbutt. Pez goes over for the pin, hooks the leg. He's got him. Pistol Pez Watley is your winner. Now watch this. Takes him across in the ropes. Now Pez backs up. Gets a spring off the ropes himself. Here he comes. In the air. Headbutt. Your winner, Pistol Pez Watley.
Once again, we're joined by James J. Dillon. This time, Black Bart, former national heavyweight champion, has that bull rope.
Couple things on my mind. First, you know, Pro Wrestling Illustrated's having their annual poll, Manager of the Year, and I understand this year that I'm running down around 3rd or 4th in the rating, and I take that as a personal insult because 2 years running 82 and 83, I was the Manager of the Year. Maybe this thing of Buddy Landell being too much of a too nice a guy is carried over to me. And a few things are going to change around here. Number one, I see this hotshot Billy Jack Haynes around here with his chest all puffed out. All these women going crazy. He's the talk of the wrestling world. Well, I know Billy Jack Haynes as well as anybody. It wasn't too long ago in Florida, we banged heads and the thing was never settled to my satisfaction. I've got Black Bart, I've got Landell, and I've got his bodyguard Thunderfoot that could very well take care of Mr. Haynes just like that.
Hey, Dillon, let's talk about something. Let's talk about one Ronnie Bass. Let's talk about him. I know you hate that name, and I hate it myself. But Ronnie Bass, in Starrcade, you got to get in the ring, and you got to tie your wrist to one end of this dead gum rope. And I'm going to take that one, I'm going to tie it into the other one. And then we're going to have this dead gum bell right in the middle of us. And the one that can get to the bell can take it and use it on his noggin, use it in your guts, use it anywhere you want, Bass. You get in the ring, Starrcade. I got some things. I want every dead gum one of you to hear that. Listen at it. You ain't got a chance, Bass. You ain't got a chance.
Listen, Bart, at the gathering, if he gets past you, he gets 5 minutes with me, and I've never had a bull rope in my mouth.
You ain't getting past me, J.J. Dillon.
Okay.
You can count on it. You can count on it.
And James J. Dillon may have that bull rope around him during Starrcade. We'll be right back. Back on World Championship Wrestling, very happy to have Mr. Jim Crockett, president of Jim Crockett Promotions, with me. Our announcement for our Superstation Championship Challenge Series of next week, Jim.
One we just signed. Mr. James J. Dillon, in his quest to be Manager of the Year, has challenged Billy Jack Haynes, and he's going to put up his new superstar, Thunderfoot.
It's Thunderfoot with James J. Dillon against Billy Jack Haynes on our Superstation Championship Challenge Series for next week. Now stay tuned for this update on Starrcade 85.
Starrcade, The Gathering, Tony. The Gathering, the greatest wrestling talent in the world, because remember, one of those matches is for the world's tag team title. No disqualification inside a cage. The champions, the Russians, Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff, against the Rock and Roll Express.
No time limit, no disqualification. We will find out who is the better team. The Russians are the Rock and Roll Express. But, David, that's not all already signed for Starrcade.
That's right. We have the World Heavyweight Champion. We'll have that signing next week. We'll find exactly who the matchup's going to be. Also, the match for the National Tag Team title, the champions, the Andersons, Ole and Arn Andersons, against Billy Jack Haynes and Chief Wahoo McDaniels.
It very well may be the toughest test yet for the Andersons in that National Tag Team title, but not all. The Battle of the Bull Rope as Cowboy Ron Bass takes on Black Bart, but that's not all. If Bass wins that match during Starrcade, he has a bull rope match with James J. Dillon for 5 minutes right after that match. That is all a part of Starrcade 85, The Gathering.
The Gathering, the greatest gathering of the wrestling talent in the world. Jim Crockett's here to tell us more, because we have some more exciting matches. Jim?
This week, we'd like to announce the signing of a very special match, a Mexican death match. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, is putting up his gorgeous sombrero against Abdullah the Butcher. And I know Manny doesn't want to lose this sombrero. We're discussing and have a commitment from Terry Taylor to defend his title, but we haven't been able to agree upon opponents yet. Jimmy Valiant wants to be a part of Starrcade. No announcement yet on that. But one thing that we need to solve, and that's Tully Blanchard and Magnum TA. This feud has been going on, and it's gotten totally out of hand. We'd like to look at some footage of how bad this has gotten out of hand.
Okay, let's take a look at what he's talking about.
Maybe you put it to some good use on like cement for the apartment instead of one of those motorcycles of yours. And by the way, here's my personal card. If you need me for anything, just give me a call, okay, darling?
You know, it's about time that you found out what it's like to be with a real man.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, just like you said, it's really gotten out of hand between those two men.
That's right, Tony. It's gotten way out of hand. In deference to Bob Geigel and the National Wrestling Alliance, according to the rules and bylaws of the National Wrestling Alliance, if I had a signed contract and if I thought it was in the best interest of wrestling and the contestants, I can add whatever stipulations I so choose. Okay. I do have a signed contract with Tully Blanchard. He signed it several months ago. Okay. We did not use it. All right. In the best interest of wrestling, this feud needs to be signed. The fans deserve to know who can win this match. We at Jim Crockett Promotions are sanctioning an I Quit match as part of Starrcade in a cage.
It's an I Quit match in Starrcade in a cage for that U.S. heavyweight title. Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll will defend against Magnum TA, all part of Starrcade 85, The Gathering. Jim, thank you very much, and we'll be right back. Starrcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. A gathering of the greatest wrestling fans in the country to witness a gathering of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Already signed for Starrcade 85, The Gathering, the Battle of the Bull Rope, as Cowboy Ron Bass takes on Black Bart. If Cowboy Ron Bass wins the bull rope, he has another bull rope match for 5 minutes with James J. Dillon. For the National Tag Team title, the champions Ole and Arn Anderson will defend against U.S. Tag Team champions Wahoo McDaniel and Billy Jack Haynes. For the NWA World Tag Team title in a cage, no time limit, no disqualification. It's the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff against the Rock and Roll Express, and the NWA World Heavyweight Champion will defend his title that night. Tickets on sale nationwide at all Ticketron outlets and all Seats locations. It's Starrcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. If you miss The Gathering, then you miss wrestling history. Starrcade 85. We are back at ringside.
I don't care about cameras. I don't care about nothing. Jim Crockett has just perpetrated the worst thing I've ever seen, ever happened to me in my life. United States Heavyweight Championship inside that cage. I quit. I can't believe it. Pull it up. Ooh.
I think he's mad.
I
know he's mad. Tully Blanchard, look at him go. After Denny Brown. He goes right on him. Tully Blanchard, like Jim said, he signed a contract weeks and weeks ago. Denny Brown has him. Right and left, pounding away.
He raked him across the eyes, David. And you know, David, what an I Quit match means. There'll be a microphone in the ring. Someone's going to say, I quit that night.
That's right. Inside a cage, that means there's a certain somebody that can't interfere, like Baby Doll.
I think it's the greatest news I've heard in a long time.
We finally get it settled, Tony. It will finally be settled. Inside the steel cage, they will go until one of them says, I quit. And that means exactly that he has had enough, that he can't take it anymore. One man can come out of that match saying that he is definitely the better man. And Tully Blanchard is mad about it.
He is so mad, he is white. It's like all the blood is rushed out of his face.
Denny Brown. This could be his chance. He goes over, has him. He's got him down. He's got United States Heavyweight Champion Tully Blanchard. He's going back. He's in the ropes. He's down. And he tried to get up. Here he goes across. Then he catches him forearm. Tully's down. Now he's trying to get back up. Hard right by Denny. And another one. Look at Tully. Yanked that neck back when he hit the ropes.
Blanchard is so crafty. He is such a veteran. He knows what to do in every situation.
Blanchard now pacing. Goes right over to Denny Brown. Catches him. The knee. Denny still fighting back. Catches him with that right hand right to the jaw. Tully's. Now he goes over to Baby Doll. Then he has him. Look at Baby Doll. Her man.
Come on, Denny.
Could be beaten right here. All right, switch now by Blanchard. Goes in. Then he catches him. Then he goes up on that second rope. Dive it off. He caught it right in the midsection. Elbowing again and again by the United States Heavyweight Champion, Tully Blanchard. Out here right now, the Andersons, they're yelling for him. Slingshot. Suplex has him down. And that is it, your winner, United States Heavyweight Champion, Tully Blanchard.
And I rate U.S. Heavyweight Champion Tully Blanchard with Baby Doll. No smiles after that win. No smiles at all because they're thinking about the I Quit match in a cage for the U.S. Heavyweight title. The winner is Tully Blanchard with that slingshot suplex off of Denny Brown. We also mentioned during Starrcade that
we also mentioned we had Crockett out here, and you talk about taking law and order in your own hands. Who in the world do you think you are, Crockett? You talk about people that are cheating, people that are backstabbing. I never saw anything like it in my life. You listen to what Bob Geigel says, and you discount it. I know a couple of lawyers. In fact, I know a whole bunch of lawyers. I'll make sure they get to see Tully Blanchard and get it straightened out. If you go back and you think about what the rules of the game are, you find out that Tully Blanchard had one commitment to wrestle Magnum TA. One more, the last one. Am I right? Am I lying? Am I telling a story? No, I'm telling it just like it is. Everybody knows it. One more match. Now it's going to be another match, an I Quit match. When Bob Geigel, president of NWA, says no, Jim Crockett comes out here. He's got some little goofy loophole, and he's going to put a guy back in it. Well, let me tell you this. You better watch out. Hey, we don't kid, we don't joke, we don't fool around. We've heard a lot of people. Magnum TA, there's a lot of time between now and that Starrcade. What, about 4 weeks? You better have police around you every minute. You better watch out. You better be careful, because if we get one chance, I mean one chance, even half a chance, Magnum TA, we're going to take you right out of this world.
I want to know one thing, and one thing only, Tony Schiavone. What is this I hear about Dusty Rhodes and a steel boot, like a construction worker's boot? Now, I usually don't get upset, but if I get my arm hurt, can Ole Anderson tape a ball peen hammer to my arm and go out in the ring and wrestle with it? This is completely out of order.
We have to go to scoreboard, and we'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the ring are the World Six-Man Tag Team Champions, Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, and Crusher Khrushchev. They are also the World Tag Team Champions. Nikita Koloff is to wrestle Mac Jeffers.
David, right before the match, the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff wanting to hang that Russian flag in the studios here. They wanted to take down the American flag, it seemed, and put up the Russian flag.
Good luck on that.
But as you can tell, the stars and stripes are still hanging, and now they're taking that Russian flag right back down at ringside.
The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff. Look at the man. Pure strength. The arrogance of this Russian.
Incredible strength by this man.
Look at him. Look at him just stand there.
For a brief moment right there, Matt Jeffers had him reeling into the corner with that dropkick. A brief moment.
Here, snaps that neck back, just like a whiplash. Look at him. Watch him. The rage of this animal, Nikita Koloff. Really, when he goes in a rage. There's no controlling this man. Nikita now throws him out from one side of the ring to the other. He is huge. Awesome. Nikita Koloff. Fist. Pounds in the small of the back. Here he goes, cross in the ropes. The choke. Okay, look at him. Watch him. Watch him. Here it comes. He caught him.
The sickle. The Russian sickle.
Now he lays on his prey. Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare.
And don't forget, during Starrcade, they'll put him in a cage for that World Tag Team title, where the third man can't get in.
That is right. And it is a no disqualification in Starrcade. Nikita Koloff, the Russian Nightmare, is your winner.
Soviet Union Ambassador of Destruction, Nikita Koloff. You talk about destruction. That was destruction in the ring.
Nikita leg, how you heard American dream. But Nikita no leg, you still world champion. Why you don't tell all people you only champion? Because of these David Crockett. Because you get help from American referee. Ric Flair, for now, you world champion. Why Nikita, defense tag team title, and six-man title. Shut your mouth!
Yo, Nikita, Ivan, life is funny. Just last week, the Road Warriors come out here, talking big again. They're talking about how big, how strong they are, they can't be beat. Well, after we regain these world titles, Where are you, Road Warriors? You're lost. It's like you went out of the country or something. I suppose what you're doing over there is you're fighting all these little 5'10" Japs. Don't you think about that, Ivan?
That's right, Crusher. You know, whether it's in Grafton, North Dakota, to Charlotte, North Carolina, to Tokyo, Japan, and all points in between, we're going to prove a point. And that point is, whether it's individual competition, tag team, or six-man tag team, we're willing and more than able to take on any combination or anyone. They talk about how strong this superstar Billy Graham is. This Billy Jack Haynes. This Road Warriors, big, strong, powerful Americans. But you can't see them signing contracts to wrestle against us because they're lacking on guts. That's right. I said it, American. And this Rock and Roll Express, they think they got us at the advantage because they got us trapped inside the cage for the World Tag Team belt. Well, the cage match is the most dangerous match that there is. I've seen men get their ear tore off, come out of there with broken fingers, stitches all over their body. You better think again, Rock and Roll Express. You talk about Starcade 85. It's going to be the end for you. Starcade 85, Rock and Roll Express. You're going to find out why we are the true world champions.
We're coming back right after this.
It's Ricky Reeves and Jerry Garman against Ivan Koloff, Nikita Koloff, and Crusher Khrushchev. I saved three of them because you see the three all the time together. Look at the Russian Nightmare, Nikita, glaring at everyone in this match. They do bring out the pride in our country, the United States. The Russians are going to have to meet the Rock and Roll Express.
You know, one thing earlier when I saw the Rock and Roll Express and I mentioned that they were ready and primed, well, you got to really say the Russian team is also.
That is true. Across into the ropes, captain of the team, Ivan Koloff. He's in there against Ricky Reeves. Look at him. Picks him up, good slam. Drops that leg across the chest. Now he has him up again. He yells for the foot. Look at the teamwork. You don't like him, but you have to respect him. The power, the might of the Russian team. Look at it. Crusher powered his way through that. Quickly tagging in and out. Now Ivan's in. Picks him up. Slam. Now puts that knee right into the chest. Going for the mouth, the face. You watch these men. Tony, you say the Rock and Roll is ready. These men are ready. The first time they met, Rock and Roll was ready. I think they had the fans. You know, a lot of it depends on you fans out there. Whether or not the Rock and Roll Express can withstand that power and the might of this Russian team.
Well, if you look at differences between the two teams, there's some obvious differences. Number one, the country they come from, but number two, the Russians enjoy hurting people.
Yeah, look at what he's doing.
They're using that rope that is hooked to the turnbuckle for tag team competition. The Russians enjoy, they get delight in hurting somebody. The Rock and Roll Express, they're not like that. But I tell you what, when they get in that steel cage, they're going to have to be like that to go up against this team.
It's going to be a different team or teams inside that cage. He backs off. He goes into the ropes. Here he comes. Dives right into the back. Ivan makes the tag to Crusher. Look at this. Ah! There's that clothesline. Crusher goes over. That is it. Your winners, Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev. There you see Nikita, the Russian Nightmare, standing guard over his men.
This time with a Russian sickle, we saw Nikita whip him off the ropes. Now Ivan Koloff in the tag team competition whips him right into the sickle from Crusher Khrushchev. There are your winners. Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev, and still to come, Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. Don't go away. Starrcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. A gathering of the greatest wrestling fans in the country to witness a gathering of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Already signed for Starrcade 85, The Gathering, the Battle of the Bull Rope, as Cowboy Ron Bass takes on Black Buck. If Cowboy Ron Bass wins the Bull Rope, he has another Bull Rope match for 5 minutes with James J. Dillon for the national tag team title. The champions Ole and Arn Anderson will defend against U.S. tag team champions Wahoo McDaniel and Billy Jack Haynes for the NWA World Tag Team title in a cage. No time limit, no disqualification. It's the Russian team led by Ivan Koloff against the Rock and Roll Express, and the NWA World Heavyweight Champion will defend his title that night. Tickets on sale nationwide at all Ticketron outlets and all seats locations. It's Starrcade 85, The Gathering, Thanksgiving night. If you miss The Gathering, then you miss wrestling history. Starrcade 85.
Saturday night, I just got paid, full of my money all say. I said go every time. Saturday night, feeling fine. Woo, gonna rock it up, baby. I wanna tell you something, baby. The Boogie Man feels right tonight, baby. You know, the street people are together. Big Mama, yeah, bad to the bone. And I rock it. Woo, let's see. But there's one street person, there's one street lady. She keeps following me everywhere. You know something? She's got it in for this boy, this man. Woo, let's see, wide load. She's got it in for the expressive wide load. You know something, baby? I want to tell you, she's like Houdini. She shows up and then she disappears just in seconds. Man, I want to tell you something. I call the FBI. I call the post office. I call the National Guard. I want to tell you something, people. I want this lady to get attacked, and I want her to see the Boogie Woogie Man. I want someone to give her a quarter and call me collect. Look at here. Double team on the Express, double team on Jimmy Cornette, and here she is. Here's Houdini right here, baby. Miss Houdini, gone, baby, disappeared. Woo, let's see, boy, she looks good, don't she? Wow, look out, baby. Woo, you know, I got 7 or 8 old ladies. Hey, I'm always ready for another old lady. Look at here, I'm going to work right now, baby. I feel good. Listen to that music. I'll kiss you later.
Okay, good enough. Let's go to the ring with Jimmy Valiant.
All right, Valiant now. Here he goes. Takes Jimmy Black. Oh. One and only, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. He goes right for it. Has him down.
Does he get fans excited, David? You know, he's looking.
Charisma. The man's got him.
David, you know, he's been looking for that lady of his that came into the ring. And here she has been into some of his matches.
Well, you saw one just there. Boy, she's got a right hook.
And David, you were in Cleveland recently.
Hey.
Oh, my. David, we were just talking about the devil. What? Oh. There she is. He's talking about a kiss. And now, Jimmy Blackland choking on Valiant. He shouldn't have done that. Look at Valiant. He is absolutely stunned. She knocked him right out.
Hey, somebody stop her.
She knocked Jimmy Blackland right out.
Stop her.
Valiant better go get that lady.
Somebody stop her.
where'd she go, bro? Where'd she go, bro?
I don't
She
know.
walked around this way somewhere, Jimmy. I can't believe what I've been seeing. Stephen Gregory trying to revive Jimmy Blackland. David, we were talking about her. We had seen her at Cleveland. We had seen her all over where Jimmy Valiant wrestles. And let's just stop talking and take a look at this.
This is the man I want to see. Jim Cornette's with us right now.
Jim, watch this. Watch this, Jim.
I saw it on the monitor. I saw it. Look at that, hussy. Another one. Another straight woman. Look at that. His knees are buckling. He don't know what's going on. He's even more confused than usual. Look at the way she's moving around, Tony Schiavone.
Watch this, Mr. Cornette. Oh, right hand.
I guess you people think that's funny or something.
Out goes the lights. Out goes the lights from that lady. You know what that's like.
Seen more saliva change hands on this show today than I've ever seen in my life. Valiant, he says he don't know who that street lady is. Who do you think you're fooling, Valiant? Shut up. Who do you think you're fooling? Everybody knows you got 6 or 8 old ladies, and that's one of them. That's the ugly one that you run off a couple of years ago. She's come back for child support or something, and you got her out there sticking her nose into our matches, trying to hurt the Midnight Express. Let me tell you something. First of all, Valiant, I know you had the whole thing planned because you're a dirty, yellow dog and you're a coward. But furthermore, poor Bobby, after last week, poor Bobby, his mouth ain't working right. I doubt very seriously if it will for a couple of weeks, and I'm mad about that. He can't even talk to me. Do you realize that, Tony Schiavone?
He went down like a bullet. I mean, he was right out.
Don't rub it in. I couldn't believe it when I saw that big, huge, I don't know what, come out of nowhere. Well, let me tell you something, Valiant. You may have got one on the Midnight Express this time, but I know that you had the whole thing planned all
Jimmy Valiant!
Hey, it's a road jack.
Where's that old lady at, brother? She's the toughest broad that I have ever seen in my life. People, help me. Man, I want to send a letter to the boogeyman. Hey, send it to Santa Claus. Send it to the FBI. Send it to anybody. I just want that lady with me. That lady's mine. That lady's street people. That lady's down, baby. Oh, I love her to death. Did you see that punch?
She knocked him right out. I mean, she knocked him all the way across the ring.
Oh, man, what a kisser, too. Oh, what a kisser, baby. Hey, I think a little bubble gum or something she got on there, brother. Hey, Tutti Frutti, little
You want to take a look at it again?
Yeah, please, man. Well, she looks good, huh? Hey, Tony.
Let's take a look at her
brother.
once again.
Yes, sir.
The lady came right out of nowhere.
I'm in love, baby. Woo, let's see. Oh, come on, baby. Where's it at? Oh, I can't stand it. Hey, anybody, did you take a snapshot of her or something?
No, but I'm going to let you relive this moment once again.
Look at her, brother. Look, oh, get down. Oh, I'm in love, brother. Oh, my knees went weak. Oh, hey, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. This is the big one, Elizabeth. This is the big one, baby. Oh, yeah. Get down, Sally. Woo, let's see. My goodness, look at here. Hey, this is a big gal, too, ain't she, man? Yeah, baby. Woo, let's see, look at here. Oh, brother and sister, we got it together. Please, lady, contact the boogeyman. Write me, call me, do something, people. Help me with this situation. I gotta have her. I got to have her, baby. You know the boogeyman's woman. You know the boogeyman can have an extra old lady, baby. Yes, sir, she's the toughest broad. You know, she keep all my other ladies in line. She's the toughest woman that I've ever, oh, man, I love to put the gloves on. You better believe it. I love to put the gloves on with her, man. Yeah, come on. Hey, baby, come on, mama. Hey, you know, I think I'm in love. I think I'm going to honeymoon. Please, lady, please, bring yourself home. Bring yourself to the boogie-woogie, man. Hey, we're going to live happily ever after. Woo, let's see. This is gospel, baby. I'm in love, man.
Jimmy, the boogie-woogie man. Oh, you never know where that mouth's been. Listen, we got to go, and we'll be back next week.